All right, welcome back everyone for another weekend of Washington Little Caps hockey. We are coming to you today from home in Leesburg, Virginia, where the Washington Little Caps are about to start a 4-game weekend today. They'll have 2 games against the Philadelphia Hockey Club. This is an AYHL division opponent and one of the stronger teams in the country in this birth year. So the Caps will have their work cut out for them today. And we get ready to get this first of 2 games against PHC underway here. The second one will be this afternoon at 5:30. To start off this game, the Caps will be on your right, wearing their white uniforms. PHC in their dark navy uniforms starting off on your left. Getting the start here is James, Harrison, and Kareem, along with Ellis and Liam on D. Jackson Ickes tending the net in this game in goal. We get ready to get started here. One back there by Kareem, and a quick tumble for the referee there. Now it's worked forward and picked up here by Ellis in center ice, and she carries it forward. Now in the zone, it's Ellis who looks to keep it there, and she sends it in deep. Caps will look to go in on the forecheck here. Skating it out now is PHC, and they carry it through neutral ice and send it in deep. Ellis will go back there to get it, and in the corner now, Kareem battles for it along with Liam. They look to dig it out, and it's Kareem who carries it out now, and he'll look to push it forward. It's broken up there. Now in the corner, it's Kaylee who'll get to this puck, sent over to Liam. On the opposite side, he catches James. James looks to find Jace, but it's just past his stick. Otherwise, Jace was staring at the net with nothing between him and the goalie but a bunch of fresh, clean ice. But icing is the call, so we will have a face-off in the defensive zone here, and it's Jace who will take this face-off along with Xander, Peter, Kaylee, and Declan. Caps are playing with 9 forwards today and are without Kai. Jace on the draw. It's one back here by PHC. And look to control in the zone here. They're steered into the corner. And now they look to find a passing option here, but it's picked off by Declan, who sends it towards the wall. Continuing to battle for it there is Declan. Controlling in the zone here is PHC, looking to get towards the front, and the shot there goes wide of net. Now on the wall, it's sent behind the cage. Picking it up there is PHC once again, and they send to the point. From the point, they send a shot towards Jackson that he kicks towards the wall. And the Caps here getting stuck in their zone a little bit. Need to work this puck out. And now Xander will have an opportunity to do just that. He carries it over the line, and it's in neutral ice now as the Caps will start to make a change. Ellis now comes back to leave the puck for Peter, but it's picked up in the corner here by PHC. They send it down low where Duran will pick it up and send it off the wall for Xander. Xander gets it over the line, And PHC will look to quickly regain the zone. They do now, and from the wall, they send it into the corner where Ellis battles for it along with Duran. And now on the wall again, it's Duran who picks it up and sends it forward for Walker. Walker looks to carry the puck into the zone. He gets it in deep, and it's behind the net now, where chasing for it there is Jax. Walker on the forecheck, now a loose puck in front, is picked up there by PHC. They begin a rush up the ice through the neutral zone, and now looking to get into the slot and shooting there off Jackson's blocker is PHC. They pick the puck up below the goal line now. Ellis battling for it there. And they try to get it to the front, and Ellis chips it towards the wall. And they try to get this puck out now, but it's just inside the blue line. Now it comes across, and Grayson gets it up the ice a little bit. Now Caps look to make a change, and Grayson sends it off of James' skate, but it's sent deep into the zone, and now Liam will sweep it around to Harrison. Coming in there is Duran, but it's on a PHC stick now in the corner. They send it to the point. The slapper there is broken up, and now it's James who looks to get it out of the zone. Liam is there backing him up, and he gets it in deep. Behind the net, PHC picks it up. Harrison in on the forecheck, hopes to hold him in the zone for a moment. They send it off the glass and out. Now Kareem will pick it up and chip it across for Theo. Theo quickly up to Harrison, and they re-enter the zone here where James is on the forecheck looking to keep it in, but it's pushed out by PHC, and now a 2-on-1 developing as Liam is alone here defending. A big save by Jackson, and the rebound is blocked there in the slot. Good work by Jackson there to kick that one out. Now on the wall, PHC sends it back towards the net, and it takes a deflection and goes over the crossbar. So Caps definitely under siege here at the start of this period. Looking to work their way in towards the slot as PHC, but they're turned to the corner by Theo, and now Liam behind the net looks to get this puck out, but he is being harassed there by a PHC player who is looking to take that puck back. Now on it is Jace, and still deep in the zone and in the corner. It's back on a PHC stick now, and they look to set something up here as they work the puck around back to the point. From the point, they send it towards the slot, but it's broken up there. Now Harrison is pushed down, but no call there. Now quickly regaining the zone is PHC. Numbers here for PHC, and a big save there by Jackson, who shuts the door with the pad. So 9.5 minutes into this first period, shots are 4-0 for the visiting PHC team. Tons of pressure here on the Caps. It's Peter now along with Xander and Walker who are out for this draw. It stays in the zone, and behind the net now, it's PHC that looks to work it around. The Caps and I have to figure out how to get control of this puck in their zone and get it out. They cannot spend the whole game in their end, but it has been all PHC so far at the start of this one. Off of a shin guard up high here, but it stays in the zone. And now swatting it out is Walker. And quickly back on top of it is Xander. Xander now works his way into the zone, coming in, looking to find somebody in front on an opportunity there for the Caps, but it did not connect. And now kept in at the blue line by Declan. Xander now on top of the puck, pulls it back and looks to get it across. Now it's kept in by Peter, and Peter's shot is blocked and ends up in the netting above the glass. So we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. Now it's it's Kareem, Jax, and Grayson, and Kareem wins it back to Duran, who gets it back to Kareem, who turns it around and passes it for Grayson, but couldn't quite tee it up there. Now it's Jax who looks to pick it off, and he keeps it in deep, sending a shot in on net, and now it's PHC that picks it up, and it comes back for Kareem, who will sweep it across for Duran, and now Duran will send it up for Jax, but it's brought back in by PHC. Ellis will chase it now in the corner and send it back to Duran. It comes all the way around for Jax, who chips it up the wall, but it's kept in there by PHC, and now it's stuck on the wall. Duran will look to play it in the corner, but it's stuck behind the net. It pops out into the slot all the way back to the blue line, and there it is, cleared out by Kareem. And back at center ice, PHC will look to reset. Sent into the zone here by PHC, but turned over to Ellis, who sends it down the ice. The pass there does not connect, so we'll have an icing call with 7:13 to go here in a scoreless first period. And a face-off in the defensive zone for the Caps. So it's Jace, Harrison, and James now, along with Liam and Theo. Push to the corner, but it's on a PHC stick now, and it comes across the face of the goal, but it's controlled by James, who looks to find Harrison, and the puck comes over the line, but now it's brought back out by PHC, who's coming through the zone with speed, but they're stopped right there by Theo, who did well to break that fast-developing play up at the blue line. Now it's sent across the ice in the neutral zone by PHC, and then they chip it in deep, where Liam will swing it back across for Harrison, but it's picked off by PHC, and now from the blue line they send one towards the net, and it's scooped up there by Jackson as it bounced in towards the Caps goaltender. So Kareem now, along with Xander, Peter, Kaylee, and Declan. Puck comes out of the zone, but it's back on a PHC stick in neutral ice. Now they bring it in, and Kaylee battles for it there. Coming into the corner now is Kareem, who tries to break up that play. And now they send one towards the net, and it's covered up there by the trapper of Jackson Nickens. Kareem takes this defensive zone draw now. And it's kept in at the blue line by PHC. And they look to set something up in the slot, but it's broken up now in the corner as Ellis jumps on it, comes to the point, and it's quickly swatted back in by PHC. They send it to their blue line and send a shot wide of the net. Now the rebound try is hammered into the net by PHC. So the first goal of the game at 5:39 to go in the first period goes to the visiting team. They put a shot in off of a rebound that came off the backboards, and they jump out to a one-goal lead here in the first period. Offside the call here. center ice face-off. And it's Jax now along with Walker and Grayson, Theo and Liam. PHC now look to send it forward, but it's broken up by the Caps, and it's Liam who carries it forward and gives to Grayson. Grayson leaves here for Jackson. Jackson's shot goes off the stick of the goaltender. Good chance there for the Caps. And now it's Theo who will chase a puck that's dumped into the Caps' end and bring it around the net. He's being pressured there by a PHC attacker, and it's PHC who sets back up in the zone now. A shot there is blocked in the slot, and it's Jax who looks to pick it up now behind the net. Jax sending it forward for Grayson, but it misses him. And now PHC resets in the neutral zone and makes entry here as the Caps are in the midst of a change. From the corner now, they look to swing it around and keep it in the zone, but it's sent forward here by the Caps, and a good shot there and a good stop by Jackson as PHC charged down the slot. And now it's James who chases a puck forward, but it's taken away here by PHC. They look to quickly regain the zone, and they do now, working their way into the slot. A shot there is gloved out of midair by a diving Jackson Ickes, who's had to make a number of big saves already in this one to keep it to 1. Off the face-off now, it's picked up by Harrison, who carries it forward and into neutral ice. And now it's broken up there and taken away by PHC. They look to come in now, and a shot there goes high above the crossbar. From the blue line now, it's sent back in, and the chance there is broken up by Jackson's stick behind the net now. They try to get it to the front, but it's Declan who takes the puck away there, but quickly taken back by PHC and worked around. Now from the dot, a shot is blocked, and it's on Declan's stick, and he sends back to Cayley behind the net, who looks to send back to Declan, but it's picked off there by PHC, and they have it behind the net once again, and now a whistle as the net has come off. So we'll have a face-off in the defensive zone. The Caps will get a change in here and perhaps have a second to catch their breath. So Kareem now on this draw, along with Grayson and Peter, Duran and Ellis, the D pair. Now it's Grayson who carries it forward off of the face-off, trying to gain the zone. It comes back for Peter, who gets it over to Ellis. Ellis over to Duran. Duran looks to find Kareem, but it's broken up there. And now they look to send it back in. Kicked away by Kareem there, who had lost the stick, and now it's carried out of the zone by Peter. Peter takes a spill there, and now the offside whistle comes. So neutral zone face-off here after the offside call. It is Jax, Walker, and Xander along with Declan and Cayley. Jammed up on the far wall here in center ice. Now it comes loose, and it's PHC who chips it into the zone. Chasing it now behind the net is Declan. Declan chips it up the wall towards Xander, but it's kept in at the line by PHC and sent right back into the opposite corner. Cayley now looks to get it out, and it's on Jackson's stick, and he finds Cayley, and Cayley is working her way into the zone here, and Cayley looks to make a move, but She looks to get it across the face of goal. Now it's still in the zone. The Caps are looking to create an opportunity here on Xander's stick, but it's carried out here by PHC. They bring it right back into the Caps end and find a man in the slot. The turnaround shot there is stopped by Jackson, and the rebound is collected by the Caps. Now it's Walker who sends Xander forward, but it's turned right back by PHC. Caps in the midst of a change, and good work there by Liam. And now Liam carries the puck forward and gets it to James. James looks to leave it for Jace, but now it is in the PHC end, and now the Caps have it. They look to get it to Kareem in front on the backhand, but it goes wide. Good chance there for the Caps. Puck is behind the net now, where PHC comes out with it, and they'll race into the zone here and try to connect there. Good back check from the Caps to break that up. And now on the wall, and look to fight for that puck. It comes up to the blue line, and it is now Liam who sends it up the wall. And fighting for it there on the half wall is Kareem along with Liam now. They'll try to get this puck out, and now it is Ellis who works to get this puck over the line, but it's PHC that collects here and looks to get it back in. Sent in deep now, and it's Ellis who will get to this puck first below the goal line. And it's Liam now who sends it forward for James. James has Jace with him. Jace sends it in on net, and that is the end of the first period. So after one, the Caps trail the Philadelphia Hockey Club 1-0. Shots on goal in that period, 11 for the visiting PHC team and 3 for the Caps. All right, so we get ready now to start the second period. Caps trail 1-0. Teams switch sides here. Caps will be on your left for this period in white. PHC now on the right in dark navy. The Caps have been under siege for most of this game. Played about 90% of the first period in their end. And the task will probably become more difficult here in the second period, as this is the period of the long change, and quickly the puck off the faceoff is brought into the zone, and it's shoveled out on the backhand by Grayson, and PHC will reset here. Kept out though by Thiel. Bringing it back here is PHC. They look to work their way in, and a one-timer from the hash marks goes over the crossbar. Kept in, though, by PHC at the blue line. And good break up there. Now it's picked up by Jace. Jace will carry it forward, gain the red line, and chip the puck in. Caps will have to do a lot of that in this period. Now PHC carries the puck up. And it's Ellis who looks to break it up there, and it's quickly tapped in on the back door by PHC for a second goal in this game. That comes with 14 minutes to go here in the second period. 2-0 to score now for PHC. Not much Jackson could do on that one. Kareem, James, and Harrison now, along with Ellis and Duran, and it's one back here by the Caps, and Duran sends it in, but we'll have an icing call, and it will come down to the defensive zone here. Defensive zone draw is won there by PHC. They get it to the point, and then from the slot, they look to get a shot on. It's blocked there by Ellis. And now in the corner, Ellis challenges for that puck, along with Kareem. Now Duran picks it up below the goal line. Duran moving it around the back end. He's going to be hauled down, and so we're going to have a penalty call here, the first of the game. It's going to go against the visiting club, and the Caps will go to the power play at 13:34 to go here in the second period. So the Caps have had some success recently on the power play, and could really use a goal from the power play here as they trail a really strong opponent by 2. And now it is controlled by Jace, who will look to set this up. He gets it to James. James back to Jace. Jace looks to dangle his way through, and he gets it back to James. James back to Jace. Jace sends it out for Liam, who sends it over to James. James over to Grayson. Grayson looking to take the shot, gets it back to Liam. Liam sends it towards the net. It's blocked there, and Kareem will look to pick it up behind the net. Now it's Jace who has it. Jace gets the shot towards the net. It'll be picked up there by Kareem, who gets it to Jace in front, but it's stopped there by the goaltender. Good opportunity. And now it is carried out by PHC, who's on a shorthanded breakaway. And it's stopped there by Jackson, who was left alone there and managed to keep that puck out of the net. And now carried forward here by the Caps, still on the power play. Their stick is being held there, and no call by the referees, and probably the most obvious hold I have ever seen in my life. It's one way to kill a penalty, I guess. Now it's PHC who works it into the zone. And a good job there by the Caps, but they're going to be tagged for a hook now, as a PHC player was taken down on the way towards the net. So we'll have some 4-on-4 hockey now for about 10 seconds before a PHC power play. Really good puck movement from the power play unit, and good opportunity there, but the puck just didn't make it across the goal line. Now off the face-off, it's controlled here by PHC. They're going to look to set something up here. And they work their way into the slot. The shot there is gloved right down by Jackson. Xander now taking the draw here on the penalty kill, along with Harrison, Ellis, and Kaylee. And it comes to the point. PHC will look to set up here. It's a man advantage now for PHC as the penalty to the Caps has expired. They work it around, and another save there from Jackson. And it's Kaylee now who gets it over to Harrison on the wall. Back at the point, though, it's PHC that controls. And they look to carry it into the slot. It's blocked there and sent to the wall. 45 seconds remain, and it's broken up there by Xander. And Xander's moving his feet. Xander looks to get it across for Harrison, who sends a shot on. And the Caps are going to have to hustle back here as they are still shorthanded, but a great shorthanded opportunity there for the Caps. And now a shot is put in at the joint. Great shot there from the side slot. Not much you could do about that one. And PHC goes up 3-0 here in the second period with about 11 minutes to go. So a power play goal there for PHC on the ensuing face-off here at center ice. It's won back by the Caps, who look to get it into the zone. And it's kept in for the moment by Karim. And he looks to send it in deeper there. Now, behind the net, PHC will pick it up and get it up the ice. It's broken up near the blue line by Declan, but now it's carried in by PHC. And somehow they put one in from a weird angle. Not sure exactly how that went in. It might have deflected on its way in because it came from a tough angle and somehow caught a corner. And the deficit is now 4-0. That goal comes at 10:34 to go. So the Caps, want to try to get control of this game and stem the bleeding a little bit here. Now on the wall, it's Walker who gets it up and over to Grayson. Grayson carries it in now, and it's broken up at the blue line. Jax now carries it in and sends it in deep. In the corner now, Jax fighting for it. Walker comes in here to pick it up, and Walker leaves for Ellis, who gives it over to Grayson. Grayson fighting for it there in the corner. Looks to get it back up the wall, and now it's taken away by PHC, who will work their way forward here. And it's taken away here by Walker, who gets it across the ice for Grayson. Grayson gains the red line and sends it in deep. The Caps will look to make a quick change here, and PHC looking to work quickly up the weak side. And they try to get one right across the front there, but it doesn't connect. And now a lot of chances here for PHC, and the Caps really got to be careful here. Taken away here by Harrison, who works it forward, and will be picked up by Xander. Xander carries it into the zone, looking to get it towards the front. He does. And back on Xander's stick now, looking to get it into the crease area again. Still fighting for it there is Xander. And now it'll be picked up by PHC, and they look to break out here. Looking to work their way around Declan, but he stops them there. And now he sends it forward. And icing will be the call now. So, Caps will have a defensive zone face-off. 8:36 to go. Caps trail 4-0, about halfway through this game. Controlled here by the Caps, and they send it behind the net. And it's sent up the wall, but now behind the net, Kane will chase it, and now it's PHC that looks to work it around in the zone. From the wall, they send one that's deflected, and it's shot in on the backhand, and it goes wide. Now off of a shin guard in front. Back at the point now. And they battle for it in the corner. Theo now working on it below the goal line. And it's Liam who comes out with it. He sends it forward for Peter, who chips it and gets around a defender. 2-on-1 developing here for the Caps. And Peter sends a shot on. Good idea there as the rebound try was available. Now a shot from Liam is deflected, and the puck comes all the way in now on Jackson. He'll just cover that up as it was sent from distance. But a couple good chances there for the Caps. Defensive zone face-off here, and it is Jax who takes it along with Duran, Ellis, Grayson, and Walker. Walker looks to chip it forward. Grayson looked to chip it forward for Walker. Now it's sent in by PHC. Chasing it behind the net is Duran. They get it up to the blue line, but it's sent right back in and comes in on Jackson. He puts the paddle down there, and it comes to the corner now. In the corner, it's sent across the ice. Walker will challenge for it there, but it is kept in by PHC. Now it's sent out by Ellis, who gets it to Grayson. Grayson over to Walker. Walker looks to gain the line, and he chips it in. No ice here. And chasing it behind the net now is Ellis. And looking to keep it in the zone there was Walker, but now it's carried out by PHC. And from the slot, a shot there that is stopped by Jackson on the backdoor try. Jackson's been all over the place trying to keep this a close game. Jace now along with Xander, Harrison, Declan, and Kaylee, and a big save there from Jackson on a point-blank shot from the slot as a quick pass came from the corner, and Jackson had to be ready for it, and he makes the stop. So another face-off now. Quickly off the face-off, a goal there for PHC as they got it to the front of the net, and the rebound was pushed in even as the net came off. So a fifth goal now with 5:56 to go. Caps here look to get it into the zone, but it's quickly taken away by PHC, and they get it back into the Caps end. It's Jace now who'll pick it up and work it around for Liam. Liam sends it forward, and it is back on Liam's stick now, and he looks to carry it up into the neutral zone, and he chips it in deep behind the PHC net, though. It'll be taken away there by Xander, looking at the front. Oh, and a big save there from the PHC goaltender. Had to get back into his net quickly, and now a 2-on-1 developing here, but it's broken up. A good stick check there from Liam. And now it's Harrison. And sent towards the net there, blockered away by Jackson. From the slot now, a shot that redirects in front is blocked now and is sent forward here for the Caps, but it's quickly taken away by PHC. Now it's Xander who's on it. Xander sends it in deep, and the Caps look to get a change in here. Caps looking to keep it in on the forecheck, but it is carried out here by PHC. Good work there by James, and now it's sent in on Jackson, who gloves it down, and we'll have a defensive zone face-off. So Kareem will take this along with Peter and James, and the puck comes to James off the face-off, and James chips it over the line. Now it's turned back by PHC, and it's on Duran's stick, and he looks to push it forward, and it's taken away there by PHC. They reset in their zone, and they carry it in now. It's taken away, though, here by Peter. And Peter's starting to work his way up the ice. He's taken down, but still on the puck. Peter draws a penalty. And now a call. That call, the second of the game, comes at 3:46 to go. And the Caps will have another power play opportunity here. Great work by Peter to keep his legs moving and draw that penalty. So the Caps power play will go back to work. Minute and a half on board for the penalty. Off the face-off, it's PHC that looks to send it out, but it's kept in there, and we're going to have a 5-on-3 opportunity here as soon as PHC touches it. So another penalty called here on PHC 10 seconds into the initial penalty, as James was cross-checked into the boards right in front of the referee. And a quick touch there from PHC leads to the whistle. So the Caps have a golden opportunity here for their power play unit, as they'll have a minute and 20 seconds of 5-on-3 unless anything changes here. Off the face-off, it is chipped out of the zone by PHC, and they look to get it down the ice. And now it's Kareem who takes it here and will begin a rush up the ice. He carries it into the zone and looks to take it towards the net. The shot there bounces in. Bounces in. I'm not sure who it went off of, but I think somehow the shot from Kareem ended up in the net. So a power play goal there, and the Caps should still be on the power play here for a minute and 8 seconds, as the first penalty will come off because of the goal. We need one more. We need one more. One more. Why are we 4-on-4? Get out there. Get out there. All right, now we seem to have figured it out. It's still a minute of man advantage time here for the Caps. And it's Ellis who swings it around for Grayson. Now it's Jace who will pick it up. And Jace will carry it forward and give it to Grayson. Grayson sends it across for James. James gets it over to Kareem. Kareem now down low, looks to get it on net, but it goes wide. And it comes to PHC here, who carry it forward. And a good poke there from Ellis to break that up. Now it is Jace who picks it up in the corner. And he carries it forward and gives to Grayson. Grayson sends it across for Kareem, who will send it back across for Ellis. And the Caps need to get their power play unit into the zone here and try to do what they can with the time that they have remaining. It's only about 10 seconds to go. Now it's Grayson who carries it in, and Grayson will send a shot towards the net. Rebound opportunity was there for a second, but it just got past Jax's stick. And now coming back the other way is PHC. Nice work there from Ellis to break up that chance. And it's James who looks to chip it forward, but it goes out of play into the PHC bench. So we'll have a whistle and a face-off in neutral ice. Off the face-off now, it's PHC that controls in the neutral zone. And we'll look to re-enter here. They send it in deep. And it is Theo who plays it around now for Liam. over to Peter, and now it's plugged up there by PHC, and the Caps will look to exit the other way, and now a puck that's loose in the slot, still loose in the slot, and now it's chipped forward by the Caps, but it's still in the zone until Xander chips it over the blue line. Continuing to work for it there on the wall is Xander, and it comes back to Theo now, who sends it across for Peter. Peter chips it forward for Jax. Jax gets it up the wall, but it's quickly turned back and sent into the zone offside by the Caps. So Kareem Harrison and Jace now on this faceoff, and it's Harrison who has it right in front, and it goes in on net, but it is stopped there by the goaltenders. That puck squirted towards the goaltender through a stick check and was covered up in the crease. So an offensive zone faceoff here. And it's controlled by PHC in the zone, and now they look to work it out, and racing into the zone now with it down the wall is PHC. They're going to look to get it to the front. It comes all the way across, but it is Declan now who plays it behind the net along with Kareem. They send it to the opposite wall, and now back at the point. It's sent in towards the net but goes wide. From the wall now, PHC has it behind the net. Battling for it there now is Kareem. He gets it up to Jace, but it's kept in at the point, top of the circle now. A high shot goes off the crossbar. And from behind the net now, it's loose in the slot, broken up. And now another turnaround try is stopped by Jackson. Rebound is carried out by Cayley, who gives it over to Harrison. Harrison now gets it across the red line, but that's how the period will end. Thankfully for the Caps, that buzzer comes right in time as PHC was pressing hard there at the end. So in that period, the Caps concede 4 goals, but they get 1 back. The score now after 2 is 5 for the Philadelphia Hockey Club and 1 for the Caps. Shots after 2 periods, 25 for PHC and 12 for the Caps. All right, so teams get ready now for the start of the 3rd period. And the Caps will try to build a little bit on the goal that they scored on the power play. Caps now on the right in white, and PHC on the left in dark. Caps look to get it out of the zone here, but it's kept in at the blue line by PHC, who've been quicker than the Caps in this game on pucks. And now a shot is fought off there by Jackson, and the rebound stopped by Jackson as well. Now it comes out into the slot, and chasing it here is Peter, who is relentless, and he's going to pick up this puck and get towards the net. Oh, and a good chance there for Peter that's stopped by the goaltender, and fantastic hustle from Peter Benevento, who just would not be denied to get to that puck. But it's stopped there by the goaltender. Now it's sent in on Jackson. He'll cover it up there. And Jackson's probably thinking he'll take all the whistles he can get in this game because he has been under a ton of pressure here. Jace now along with Xander and James. Liam and Theo on D, and Liam is working on this puck behind the net. It's plugged up there as players from both teams jostle for it. And now it's Jace who comes out with it, and he sends it forward for James, who corrals it and gets it up for Xander. And Xander carries it over the line. Keeping it in there is Jace, who looks to get it back to Xander. Now it's PHC who works it around, and they look to get it out, but it comes to Liam. Liam's pinned up on the wall there, and it's James who gets it back to Theo, and Theo who works his way around one and sends it up to Xander now. Looking to keep it in at the line is Jace, but it pops over. And now both teams battle for it in neutral ice, and it is PHC that comes out with it, and they look to carry it into the zone. Good break up there from Theo, and he carries it now out of the zone. Leading the charge up through neutral ice is Theo, who carries it all the way into the zone, and he sends it in on net. And now Kareem comes in to pick it up here, and Kareem looks to get towards the front, still battling for it there. And it's sent off the glass now and kept in by Kaylee. Kaylee sends it across the ice for Grayson, and now it's Grayson who has it in the slot. Continuing to work on it there. Grayson, turnaround try, ends up in the net! Ends up in the net! So a good job there from the Caps as Grayson picked up the puck in the slot, turned around and threw it on net, and the Caps find a second goal here with 12:20 to go in the third period. Now Kareem on the face-off along with Harrison and Grayson. It's chipped out of the zone there by Kareem, who gets it up to Harrison. Harrison now working it down the wall. He gets it all the way in towards the corner, and they battle for it there. Now it's PHC that works it out. It's stopped there by Declan. And working their way into the slot here is PHC. It's broken up, and now Harrison carries it over the line. He looks to chip it forward for Grayson, who was starting to head to the bench for a change here. Now it's PHC that carries it into the zone. They're going to look to send it towards the front, but it's blocked there by Declan. And now it comes to the point. Now looking to turn in towards the slot is PHC, and that shot is stick to the corner by Jackson. Jax battles for the puck there on the wall. And in front, a redirection is sent in under the crossbar by PHC, who regain a 4-goal lead with 11:17 to go here in the third. So Jax now will take the face-off at center ice along with Peter and Walker. He wins it back for Duran, who's joined on D here by Ellis. And now a puck in front. Almost a clean shot on net there for PHC, but it's in the corner now, and it's Walker who fights for it. And now Jax has it, and he looks to get it out of the zone. It comes out. And fighting for it now on the wall is Peter along with Walker, but it's sent back into the zone. And behind the net, it's Ellis who will pick it up. Ellis swings it around and sends it to Duran, who will look to get it up the wall, but it's kept in here by PHC and sent out of play. So we'll have a whistle and a a face-off in neutral ice just over the Caps blue line. Refs are talking about the location of this face-off, and they're going to move it back into the Caps end. So it's Jace now, along with Harrison and Xander, Theo, and Liam. Off the face-off, it comes back, and it's controlled here by Jace, who gets it up for Xander. Sent out of the zone quickly by PHC, but it's James who jumps on it. And now it's Jace, and they look to get it out, but it's quickly brought in by PHC. Now it's Liam who carries it forward. Back on Liam's stick now, but it's taken away here by PHC. They look to work their way around Jace, but it's taken here by James, and James looks to get this puck down the ice. He does. Good soft chip there for James. Now it's picked off here by Grayson. Grayson working his way over the line, looks to find a teammate, and it's kept in by Declan at the blue line. It comes back around for Grayson. And now it's brought over the line by PHC. Kaylee works to slow that up, and now it's Declan who has it, and he sends it up for Grayson. Grayson leaves it for Harrison, and it's Kareem who comes in off the bench to keep that moving forward. Now it's Harrison who has it, and Harrison looks to get it towards the front. It's Kareem who will get to this puck in the corner, and it comes off of his stick, and he looks to break it up there. And now coming back is PHC. Kareem here on an island, and it's shot over the crossbar. Now sent out of the zone here, and PHC brings it back in. And the shot there is stopped by Jackson. Rebound is stopped by Jackson. Now in the corner. Good break up there from Grayson in the slot. And Jax now looks to send this puck forward. It's picked up by Harrison. Harrison carries it over the line, but is bodied off there by a defender. About 8 minutes to go in this one. And it's sent into the corner now, and it's played by Peter over to Ellis, and Ellis sends it down the ice. Icing will be the call here, and we'll have a face-off in the defensive zone. So now it is Jax on the face-off, and it is controlled on the wall by PHC. They're going to look to get it towards the front. And it's Duran now who battles for it behind the net. And it's Peter who sends it off the wall, but it's kept in at the point. Nope, now it comes over the line as it was deflected by Walker. And Peter now battles for the puck, and he looks to get it over to Walker. And now back on Peter's stick, and Peter chips it into the zone, and will chase it in there along with Walker. And it's PHC who sends it around and up the wall. Keeping it in the zone for the moment is Duran, but now quickly coming up is PHC, and it'll be Jackson that pokes it, and there it's sent in as Jackson was down and out after poking that puck. A good decision, but it ends up on the stick of a PHC player who was unchallenged and put it in just under the crossbar. So the PHC lead back to 5 now. And it's Jace, Harrison, and Xander now, and Liam and Theo. Jace, who has it here, looks to get it over to Xander. PHC will pick it up though. And they send it down and across the ice. The backdoor try there doesn't go. Now from the point, PHC has it. They work it around and down low. PHC looks to dangle towards the front. The shot there goes wide. Now in the corner, they battle for it. Caps looking like they're slowing down here with about 6 minutes to go in the third. And Jace playing without a stick here. The shot there is stopped by Jackson. Now Xander has it, and he sends it up for James. James carries the puck forward, moving his feet. James looks to get around a couple. Still on the puck is James, and now he's hauled down. No call there. And now PHC comes out with it, and they look to work their way back into the zone. Taken away now by Kaylee and Liam. And now on the wall it's Xander, but it's PHC that picks it up. And they swing it around from the top of the dot there. They look to redirect it in on net. And now a turnaround try. They still have it. Now it's Liam who has it behind the net. And he sends it around for Kareem, who's going to begin to skate here. Kareem working his way through neutral ice, chips it in deep. And they'll get a change here. About 5 minutes to go in this game. Now it is Grayson fighting for it here on the wall. And now it's picked up by Jax. Jax carries it over the line. He gives to Grayson. And now chasing this puck along the wall is Harrison. Below the goal line, it's Grayson who has it. He looks to get it to the front. And now in the corner, it's picked up by PHC. Harrison looks to break that up, and a pinching Ellis keeps it in and gets it over to Grayson, who just backhands it towards the slot, but nobody's home. And now it's PHC that works their way in towards the slot. Good break up there from Ellis, who keeps that puck to the outside. Looking to get back towards the front is PHC here. And from the wall, they send it wide. And now on the opposite side, it's Grayson who looks to send this puck across for Jax. He does. Jax gets it up to Harrison, and Harrison chips it in deep. So the Caps will execute a change here with about 3 minutes and change to go. Jace moves the puck forward, but it's back on his stick now, and it's Walker who carries it in over the line, looking to leave it for Jace. And now it's PHC who carries in over the blue line. They drop it there, make another drop pass, and look to carry in from the slot, and they shoot one just over the crossbar. A good opportunity there for PHC. They pick up a loose puck here and try to get it to the front, but it goes around, and on the wall, it's sent outside of the net. Battling for it now behind the cage is Duran, along with Jace. Jace has it now, and he sends it around the boards. And a wraparound attempt there for PHC doesn't go. And now it's Peter who chips it down the ice. No icing here. And the Caps get a change in. So good break up there. And now it's James who has it. And he tries to find Kareem, but that doesn't go. And now it is chipped back, and it's Kareem who will pick it up here and send it across for Theo. Theo now has the puck and sends it forward for James. James looks to bring it into the zone. Working on it there in the corner still, but now it's PHC that takes it away. And the back check is on here for the Caps. And PHC tried to connect there on the back door, but it didn't go. Now it's Kareem who takes it away and sends it out of the zone. No icing here, as this puck won't make it. And chasing it now in the zone are the Caps. Trying to keep the puck in, but it's worked out now. Being held here is Liam. And now it's PHC who has it, looks to set up another one-timer. They do, and they get an 8th goal here with 1:23 left to go in the 3rd period. Carrying the puck in here is PHC, and they try to send another pass across there, but didn't connect. Caps want to get out of this game without giving up any more goals. Under a minute here, and it's on Kaylee's stick, and she gets it over. And now it's turned around in front and almost set up for another backdoor goal there. And Jackson just covers this puck up. And Caps have to be careful in their own end here. So we've got a penalty here on PHC. And so the Caps will go to the power play with about 44 seconds left. So they'll have an opportunity to try to get one back here. Not sure what the call was. Might have been an unsportsmanlike or something like that, because I didn't see anything on the play, and it seemed to come well after the whistle. So off the face-off, it's Kaim who wins it back to Ellis. Ellis gets it over to Jace. Jace back to Ellis. Ellis now looking for Liam. Liam gets it over to James. James now finds Jace, and the shot there goes high. Ellis will work to keep it in. She'll send it in low, and chasing it here is James, and it comes now out as PHC carries it forward. And now it's behind the Caps net, about 10 seconds to go. They'll have to hurry here to try to get something on net, but it'll probably be too late for that, and that's how this one will end. So after 3 periods of play, it is 8 for PHC, 2 for the Caps. Final shot count, 35 for the visiting Philadelphia Hockey Club, and 15 shots on net for the Caps. So these teams will have a little break, get a bite to eat, and then come right back to do this again in a couple hours. We'll see you at 5:30.